So I'm going to be showing you how to make a beautiful headband like this one and this one. It is very simple to make. So all you need is your yarn. So I'm using this yarn, it's a Nigerian yarn. I'm going to use scissors, hook, needle, and this because I want to use this button as decoration like this one here, so I'm going to be using this button, and I'll also be using this thread to sew in this button. So let's get into it. So to get started, I'll be chaining 20. You can chain more, it depends on how big you want your headband to be, how wide you want it to be. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So this is it. I chained 20, then I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3. I'm going to be using treble crochet stitch, and this is going to be my first treble stitch. 1, 2, 3. Standing on those fourth one, so I'm going to go into the 5th space for my second treble stitch. You can use any stitch of your choice, but I love using treble because it makes the work faster. If you don't like this treble crochet stitch, you can use any other stitch, but I love treble crochet stitch because it makes the work to be finished up very fast. So I'll be meeting you at the end of this first row. So I'm at the end of this row. Make sure that you still have 20 stitches that is equivalent to 20 chains that you made, because if not, your work will not be straight. So this is how it looks at this stage. Let me count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So it's still 20. So this is just going to be a repeat. You're going to repeat what you did here. So I'm going to be chaining 1, 2, 3, which is going to serve as a stitch standing on top of this one. My first treble, then my second treble. Why this is open like this is because I'm using a bigger hook. If you use a smaller hook, it will be a bit tighter, but all my hooks are broken. I'm left with this one. So let's keep going. Just one row repeat. So if you already know how to make a treble crochet, this is going to be a very easy project. So I'm going to be meeting you at the end of the second row. So I'm at the end of row 2. So I'm going to just show you how to finish it up. Go into those first stitch. Make sure that you are always going into the last or the first stitch so that you maintain a straight, you have a straight headband. Let me show you how to do it again. You yarn over 2 times, then you go into this last stitch. You pull out 1, 2, and 3. So that way your work is going to be very straight. So I'm going to show you how to the measurements, because I'm going to make a total of 20 inches, because 20 inches is like the size of my head. It will go around my head. So this one I've made is a total of 2 inch, so it means it's remaining 18 more rows to go. But if you use another stitch or a lesser hook, it might not be the exact same way. So I'm going to be dropping head size and headband size, so you choose the one that is appropriate for you. So let's continue, and this is going to be your row repeats. You're just going to keep repeating this until you get your headband size. 1, 2, 3. Turn your work, go into this space. So keep making a treble stitch all the way across, and make sure you maintain 20 stitches all the way around, all the way across, 20 stitches. So this is what you are going to be making until you get your exact headband style. So I will show you when I'm done. I'm going to be making 20 rows. So this is, I'm in my 3rd row, so when I'm in my 20th row, I'm going to show you how it looks. So on the end of this, so let me show you, this is the last row, row 20. I said I'll be making a total of 20 rows, which is equivalent to my headband size. I will also draw up the headband measurement chart, so you can easily make the one that is equivalent to your head size. So my head size is adult medium, which is 20 inches, and each of the stitch, this stitch length is 1 inch. So 1 inch times 20 is 20 inches. So that's why I did a total of 20 rows, which is 20 inches. So it is very simple. It's a simple project. You just have to choose a stitch of your choice, then you keep repeating that stitch. So I used triple crochet stitch or double crochet stitch, depending on what you call it in your region. And make sure you maintain the number. If you started with 20 chains, make sure your stitches are 20, so that your work will be straight, so that the work will be finer. You know, I started with a golden yarn, it's finished at some point, so I have to continue with this light yellow yarn. So that's actually what happened. So I'm at the end. So it's very big, and why it's big as it's wide is because of this hook. This is 5mm hook, that's why it looks big. So this is where I'm going to join the 2 ends. So I'm going to be joining the 2 ends. You can use a needle, that's a darning needle, or sewing needle. You can use your hook. It depends on what you want. So let me get my darning needle. So this is my darning needle. Then let me get the measurement again to show you. So this is exactly 10 inch. So 10 inch times 2 is 20, because I folded it into 2. So that is it. So I'm going to cut off the tail. And I'm going to be using my darning needle to sew in the ends. So this is the remaining yarn. First of all, I have to secure this end. So this is me securing the end. Then I'm going to be sewing it. See, I'm going to pass the yarn through this needle. Then I'm going to start joining the ends together. Joining the end is very simple. We join first stitch to first stitch, second stitch to second stitch. So this is it. It's very simple, just like you're sewing a clothes. make sure you're joining it properly. If you don't want this to fall out, you can tie it loosely. So I'll meet you at the end of my sewing and show you how it looks. So this is how it looks after I've finished joining the ends. See where I joined it? So this is the end. So this is now going to be the back of my work. So I'm going to turn it like this. So this is how it looks. This is super stretchy. So this is where I'm going to sew in my button. So I'm going to be sewing in this button, and I'm going to make it look more folded like this. Yeah. So this is my thread, and I'm going to get a needle to sew in the button. So this is the end of my work. We are going to be passing this thread through the work. Make sure you hide the thread very well. As you can see, it's making this headband to look more like a headband. So you just have to keep tightening it. When you've tightened it, when you've gotten what you want, so this is how it looks. You keep tightening. Then you bring your button. You can use bead if you don't have button, and you start sewing the button in it. So the button is like a decoration. Yeah, the button is going to serve like as a decoration. So I'm going to be trimming off the ones I don't need. So this is how it looks. So let me hide this. So I'll cut it off. this is how it looks at the end.